That Joseph hand-me-down. Hold on, I got some.
Buenos dias, everybody. Welcome to Play Everything.
Hey, everybody.
Invite
hey.
onlys. No, I said that backwards. Welcome to Invite Only Play Everything.
There it is.
Weekly gaming podcast. It's the end of the world. And we're holding it down. Compa Andres, dead.
Pulling up for the dead homies.
Tambo Vlogs, dead.
Off.
And then there was two. So it's me and Shawn holding it down, as you saw, as I came to sit down. I had to run the boards, do my checks, get this thing up and going. But we here.
Yeah, if this was a scary movie, I would die last. You know, it's 2020 and we do it differently. So
It's the end of the world as we know it. How you doing? How you holding up in all this craziness? Talk with your mic. This is your first podcast?
I didn't even say much. I just looked at you. Jeez, relax.
Hey, holding up. I'm sorry. I don't want to fight in this trying time.
I'm good. You know, just try to survive. Try not to get infected. You know, they be trying to talk to me. They be getting close. I'll be like, back the fuck up. But, you know, I'm still living and breathing. What about you?
I mean, I was really, not hoping because obviously, first of all, everybody knows the coronavirus is broken now.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Not that I was hoping, but I mean, I feel like our work should be closed.
I mean, I feel like I have to buy a statement though, because maybe other people don't feel like that. But at the same time, like, I don't give a fuck. I want to go home.
But at the same time, too, there's a lot of people who are out of work and not getting paid, and so I mean, I guess out of the two scenarios, this would be a much better scenario.
Yeah,
and getting laid off. But folks, it's a trying time. It's a trying time out there. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, yeah, I mean 1,000% is, but here we are, holding down at Play Everything, trying to entertain your ear holes one last time before we all die.
Yeah. I don't want to say go out there and grab something to drink, but like if you can, definitely grab you something to drink because it's gonna be tough.
Go to your local bar.
Support your local. They're closed.
Support them.
They're closed.
Go in there.
They're closed. Go to your local liquor store.
The government wants you in all the bars right now.
They're closed. Go to your local liquor store if they're open. I don't even know if that's still a thing. And then just grab your little bottle of Henny. Maybe grab some apple juice on the way out. One for Cool Greg, and then just
What was that? Can you do that again?
No, just
okay. Yeah. No, I mean it's I cannot. This is just unprecedented. Like, I've never seen the world so on fire as it is right now. And again, this is a gaming podcast, but this is gonna go completely off the rails. I'm planning on making a few calls too.
You know what it feels like? Have you seen a movie, that Netflix movie Bird Box?
Yeah.
That's how I feel like when I'm in the house and I'm like, they're like, don't go outside. I'm all like, fuck. And you look out the window, it's like, fuck, I shouldn't be looking at the window. Yeah, I feel like damn, I shouldn't have done that. Fuck.
Not making eye contact with anybody as you
right,
walk
you
out.
See cars drive by, you close the window real quick. That's how I feel. It really feels like, it feels more intense than I guess it should be.
It definitely should be intense.
You think so?
Yeah, this is definitely a serious matter out there.
I think it's serious because of how infectious and how much it spreads, but I don't think it's therefore so like deadly. Like, I don't think, I mean, people are dying, don't get me wrong, but like, survival's fittest.
Well, here's the thing. Just some facts out there. You can get infected twice. You don't get immune.
Yeah.
So this thing just basically keeps going around, and basically it calluses your lungs, even if you're like young and healthy. So if you get a bad case of it, the second time around, you're not making it out. So even with like healthy people, it just looks dire. I'm gonna be 100% real with you, but it's okay. It's okay. This was bound to happen eventually. I guess this is a question if we should have a second chance, and can't say we do.
I feel like we're getting punished because we let Kobe die, we let Nipsey Hussle die, we let a bunch of people die that shouldn't have been dead, and now we're here to pay the price, and it's like God's wrath.
I'm not here to spread conspiracy theories.
Look, you heard it here first.
Very, very controversial.
You heard it here first.
But
we're getting punished.
Kobe was tied up in this a little bit.
Bye. What?
That's what I heard.
How you gonna blame it on Kobe?
That's something I saw on the Twitters.
What'd they say?
They said Kobe was an assassination. Now this is just what I'm hearing. Everybody, don't
continue. I'm listening. I'm one of them.
Kobe was an assassination because he was due in court this month.
In court for what though?
He was suing the pharmaceutical companies who had a patent on coronavirus, but also they were coming out with this medicine that basically had amphetamines in it. It was highly addictive. I don't know. Again, this is just what I'm hearing. Anyway, they took him out because he was going to take him to court.
Took him out before they took him to court?
Yeah.
And then
they have the patent on the coronavirus. This is just what I hear. Reports. You know
this is whispers. I hear you. I get you.
But you need to laugh in this time. I think we all do right now because
it's gonna be hard to laugh, especially when you can't breathe.
It's again, if you're out there, it is gonna be okay. We are gonna be okay. Now, would I recommend to get guns at this point? Probably. Probably go out there, get armed up.
No,
this isn't a joke.
No, don't listen to the white man.
This isn't even a joke.
Don't listen to the white man. Look, my black folks, we're going to go first if that happens. So nobody grab a gun. It's going to be okay. Everybody just stay at home. All right? No guns. We'll be all right.
I mean, obviously, that's the first thing. But where this thing rolls into, I would recommend it, because I saw a funny thing on Twitter where it was like all the people who are grabbing supplies who don't have a gun are just getting supplies for people who do have a gun. I mean, that's just the reality, This thing's going to get worse before it gets better.
I don't know what to say. Okay. All right.
But you do got some gaming news for you today. Again,
that's what we're here for.
Completely off the rails. Now, I will say we had the PS5 spec conference, essentially, with Mark Cerny.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people upset because they can't read in terms of them saying, hey, this is going to be a deep dive into the PS5, and they were expecting game announcements and everything.
Yeah,
it did not happen clearly. But essentially, I just want to get this out of the way. PS5 is not going to be coming out this year. Xbox One Series X, Xbox Series X,
SX. We're just going to SX.
I don't know. Is not going to be coming out this year. Mark my words.
So what does that mean for the games? Are you going to delay the games as well?
Not all the games.
Like Halo 5?
I think the majority... Well, yeah, because it's going to be delayed because the console it's coming out for is delayed. Yeah, so all the next-gen games are definitely delayed because... Yeah, so don't expect that thing to come out this year. At all. Done.
Save your money, though.
Done.
Save your money. Save them coins.
And I don't think that's what a lot of people are realizing. It's not going to happen. There's just no way they're going to get out in it and make enough in time.
You think they're still taking pre-orders?
Sure, but it's not coming out this year. It's just the reality of the situation is
there's still some factories running out there that's still producing and making these consoles.
There's no way.
Granted, they're not putting in a lot of hours.
You want to $200 on it?
Bye.
You want to put $200 on it?
I'm broke, bro. We about to die. End of the board. You trying to bet me?
Because so just be prepared for that, because that is going to be coming news in terms of in the next month or so. Be ready for that. Brace yourselves. It's not going to happen. I don't even know if we're going to be out of this thing in a couple months. So just want to get that off the table. But in terms of the spec-wise, though, essentially, this thing is significantly more, or not significantly more, but it is more underpowered than the Xbox Series X. And a lot of people are like, Xbox got more flops, blah, 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 blah.
Do you know what teraflops are?
Yeah, they're the actual, they're power. They're almost like RAM in terms of how they actually run the games.
Yeah, so I was looking it up briefly. I'm not an expert on this, not a computer nerd. But what I saw was teraflops pretty much do the architectural rendering, I'm assuming, which pretty much, I guess, is just the overhaul of all the graphics in that game, which I don't know if that's correct.
No, it's power for the game's processing.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I mean, that sounded like a stupid way to put it. But essentially, it's like a graphics card.
Right.
They're graphics cards, like a lot more. I won't say beefed up, but
yeah. So the more teraflops you have, essentially, the smoother your game can run, the higher frames, yada. Better it could look. Motion, everything looks a lot smoother.
But here's the thing. So even though it's cut on the flops side of it, less flops, and pretty much under spec. I mean, I could just read off the specs versus. I think that's the better way to go about this right now. No, I got it right here. Just because I couldn't get on the Twitter on this thing. So the PS5 reveal, 10.28 flops versus the Xbox Series X's 12.155 flops. 825 gigabyte SSD versus the 1 terabyte on Xbox. 3.5 gigahertz max CPU lock versus a 3.8 gigahertz on Xbox. Same 16 gigabyte GDDR6 RAM as Xbox. Major focus on audio. Back compatible is there, but not as 100% as Xbox. And essentially, this would be cheaper than Xbox, because slightly.
I would think so.
But here's the thing. I don't think it's going to run worse than Xbox. I actually think it's going to run better than Xbox, because if you watch the conference, basically everything is fine-tuned in this thing to where it runs everything better, right? So even though Xbox might have, a couple more flops, a flop and a half, whatever it is, it's not going to be as fine-tuned, right?
So it's kind of like they maximized what that console can do given the amount of hardware they put in, where it's kind of like Xbox is kind of just threw a lot of like heavy-duty hardware and just kind of like it should work.
Correct. And the solid-state drive Xbox is using is the current state of solid-state drives that are out right now.
Okay.
Whereas PlayStation is using the next gen of solid-state drives, which is a much faster load speed. So right there, you're already going to be getting faster than an Xbox, even though they're both solid-state drives. One's going to be the newer generation, where it actually has a faster read-write speed.
Yeah. I saw that one drawback, though, for the PS5, especially going into the future, is the lack of 8K support. I don't know if that's true.
No, it has 8K support.
It doesn't really talk
about it, but yeah, they already announced that it has 8K support.
Okay.
So it has 8K support, which I don't think is... they could have probably done a pro version down the line. To be honest, because nobody's going to have an 8K TV right now.
Yeah, I feel like it's not necessary, but I feel like that's probably just one of the things, future-proof.
Yeah, but then you just do a pro model down the line, in my opinion.
If we make it.
Yeah, if we make it. But essentially, Sony was really talking about how every single one of these things are really integrated in terms of they really rely on each other and how streamlined everything is. So, that's the benefit of console gaming right now versus PC gaming is, even though you can beef out a PC and have your game run really, really good, for the specs that a PS4 or an Xbox have compared to like a PC that you build tomorrow, like completely decked out, it performs really, really well compared to it. Like the PC, obviously, if you spec out everything, it's going to perform better.
Of course.
But if you do a PC with the kind of parts that are in a PS4 and Xbox, it's not going to run as good. Obviously, if you get the better parts, it's going to run better.
Yeah.
But if you do it apples to oranges, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
The PC would actually run worse because it doesn't know how to just dedicate this RAM for this one thing or dedicate this, have this graphics card processing on, because there's a lot of other things going on. So even though you can beef out a PC, you're not necessarily using all your RAM. You're not necessarily using, all of X, Y, and Z. Whereas on a console, when it's specifically designed for that, you're using every part of that RAM, every part of those teraflops that you can. So with PlayStation really taking that integral where it's like super engineered down to the T where everything runs better, I would say, dollars to donuts, this thing runs better.
You still getting both?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it depends. I got to be sold on games.
Okay.
At the end of the day. Because I bought an Xbox this generation. I mean, granted, way later. But
games.
At the end of the day, I played Cuphead, and that was it. Like Destiny 2 for a little bit.
And that was it.
And I could have just played Destiny 2 on the PS4. Like, I really had nothing to play on it.
Spec-wise, it looks like these consoles definitely, like, if I had to, like, PC equivalent, like, the parts, like, probably, like, $1,200 worth of, like, PC parts. If you were trying to build, like, an equivalent PC, which is kind of crazy because, like, I just started getting into the PC universe, just start buying parts and shit, and it's like crazy to see how expensive these parts are, just so you can have a little edge on maybe like graphics or powering and how much cooling and just to keep everything running smooth. Like, it's crazy, but like these consoles are definitely going to be like jam packed and running these games crazy. I do see a lot of PC gamers hopping over the console.
No, I mean, I think they're going to stay in their lane. In terms of what they're doing. I mean, they like the thing that they're doing.
But, I mean, if they can run a game even better on the PS4.
I don't think it's necessarily going to run better, because if you spec out a PC, I still think that's going to run better and do everything better than on a console. But in terms of consoles, I do think PS4 is going to have a slight edge in terms of everything.
You're such a Sony pony.
No, I mean in terms of how they're
It's a
speaking,
Sony pony
because I've
statement.
seen moves where they've done before, where it is the PS3, right, where it uses the cell shaded processor and it does X, Y, and Z, and it doesn't use this much RAM, and it struggles.
Yeah.
I've seen this before from Sony, and they were saying where they basically took the PS4 basically developer overturn in terms of how fast they can adapt, how fast they can get it over. On PS4, it was PS4 is about 2 to 3 months, 4 months.
Okay.
And on this one, it's 2 months.
Oh, that's not
Or
bad.
no, 1 month.
So is that what they meant when like they're kind of transitioning from PS4 to PS5? Is that what you meant?
Correct. Or 3 to 4, or 2 to 3, or 1 to 2, and 1 to 2 was 1 to 2 months as well.
Yeah,
because they got it back down.
I remember Sony making a statement saying they're trying to get everyone to transition into the newer hardware as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's what they meant by just how to overturn how you're going to be able to play those games that you already play on your PS5.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what kind of comes of this. Again, this is all just nerdy tech specs at the end of the day. Who's gonna have the sauce, as some say.
I want to know if those backwards compatible games are going to be running even better on the PS5. I mean, you would think so, but like I don't know if like mechanically they'd be able to handle all that, or if the rating's going to be ass, or if it's still going to be low
I wonder
times.
if there's even going to be games to play. Like, I'm so interested on this, and I'm interested with the delay that is inevitably going to happen when this thing's going to come out. Like, does this delay? Like, are we not going to get the next gen till next summer? I could really see that happening. But that could also be better because that means more games.
Spring 2021.
What is it? 2020, 21?
So
next spring?
Yeah, next like February, March, maybe April.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, everything's up in the air. Everything's a possibility. I'm gonna be surprised if they get this thing out in time, though.
If we make it.
Well, speaking of games on the next generation, it is a rumor that Sony is looking to acquire Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania, Silent Hill from Konami. Sony has reportedly expressed interest in acquiring the creative rights to Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hills, and Castlevania licenses from Konami, with plans for Kojima Productions to make games in the former two franchises, according to a newly surfaced rumor. The news follows previous reports that 2 new Silent Hill projects are in the works for PS5, and that Death Stranding and Metal Gear Solid creator Hideo Kojima is involved in helping revive the dormant survival franchise after years of the original reboot at Konami. Silent Hills was canceled. This is a big deal. I think this is going to do an awesome... If this comes true, Sony is going to have the most killer lineup of IP. Like, they already do, but adding, like, this stuff, and then they already have Kojima working for them exclusively, and they have a really good relationship with Kojima. And then I bet you Kojima Productions then become a first-party studio in Sony.
For sure. I can definitely see that happening. They're already releasing exclusive titles. I don't even know why that's not even a thing already. Just having a Kojima Productions be a part of Sony's team exclusively.
I think they're really wary about bringing on people right away.
But Kojima's been working with Sony forever, though.
Sure, yeah, not exclusively for them, but yeah, they've had a relationship in the past.
They dropped that dollar.
If they would have, let's say they bet on Death Stranding and it completely tanked and it was a bad game.
But I think Kojima has so much support that like I don't think the game would have tanked.
Sure, but as a business, are you gonna make that risk without any evidence first?
Yeah, I see where you're going.
Yeah, whereas like you got to see like the proof in the pudding, and now the proof in the pudding is there. I think you can then carry out like the purchase of Kojima if he wants to be bought out. I don't even know if he'll allow himself to be bought out.
Was the Silent Hill cult really that big though for a revival series to be made?
I mean, they're really revered games.
I've never played any Silent Hill games. Like, I'm assuming they're like horror games, right? Like, yeah. I've never played any of those games. I've maybe seen like 1 or 2 trailers, but never been like interested enough to really like jump in and be like, okay, I want to get this Silent Hill because this.
I played one for the PS2. I mean, it was fine. I mean, horror's not really my genre. They're weird Kojima games, which people really dig. Again, I'm not a huge Kojima fan in general, but I know what these titles mean. Like, I know how. I mean, Castlevania alone, right?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Even though that's not a Kojima game.
That was a good one though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're buying up all these franchises. I'm interested to see kind of what comes of this. I mean, if it happens, Xbox, I mean, they They've already acquired Insomniac, and
Yeah.
then now they're gonna do the IPs if they do the IPs.
Yeah.
And they already have Kojima. It's almost like they're just stacking the deck to where it's like I don't think Xbox could make a move to where it comes anywhere near them.
Well, Xbox is already stacked, and Sony's been quiet for quite some time, and it's crazy to see them. Like, now they're trying to, like, build their team as Xbox, like, purchased a bunch of studios, a bunch of first-party studios are going to work exclusive for them. Do you think the games, as far as coming out of PlayStation and Xbox, you're going to be leaning more towards Xbox still?
No. I mean, again, Xbox has been making moves, and I definitely think they are making interesting moves, and that they're definitely going to have games. I can't speak to the quality of those games yet, though. Like, I don't know if they're going to come out with another Rise. Like, I don't know if they're going to come out with another Quantum Break. Like, you just don't know. So I definitely think that they do have talent in their developer studios now, which they did not previously had. But, I mean, you can't compare Xbox's first-party studios to Sony's.
They just got the history.
I mean, not even just the history and, like, the proof in the pudding already.
Yeah.
But
already got the heavy hitters.
Naughty Dog, who would you compare that to in the Xbox slate? I mean,
Bungie?
Bungie's not in the Xbox slate.
Oh, well.
636? Like, okay. Not even close. Like,
You talking about the 343 studio?
343. What do I call it?
363?
363?
363?
That's what I meant. Yes. I mean, I guess that would be like their most revered developer, right? The Coalition. I mean, again, but if you just stack them up, I mean, you just got Naughty Dog, you got Sucker Punch, you got
Guerrilla Games,
you got Guerrilla Games, you got even
Sony Santa
Polyphony
Monica.
Digital, you got Sony Santa Monica, even Bend, even though they kind of had a hit and miss with Days Gone, right? I mean, I still think they're a very capable developer. You got Sucker Punch. I don't know if I already said Sucker Punch.
Sure.
You got Insomniac, right? You have already a killer lineup of games, and then that's not including their second tier of developers, which is good, right? Not like amazing, but they're like good, like they're solid.
They still got some heavy games,
which I would still
like,
say is more online
playable
with like Xboxes, where they're like good.
Yeah,
but like the studios I just named are like industry standard like developers.
I definitely think this could be the year for Xbox. Now, as far as like them having like good exclusives, like I agree with you. I don't really see anything really coming up to the par with like Halo or Forza or Gears of War, like those exclusive titles. Like I don't see anything jumping up to that level. Probably definitely not in this cycle. Maybe like a couple cycles when like those studios are able to work with that engine a little bit more. But I don't know. Those teraflops might mean something coming down the road.
Teraflops mean something.
Those teraflops might come down to the wire.
Be packing that heat. We also got a little bit of insight into the Xbox Series X. So we got official specs. So, and we saw the controller. You see that controller?
I have not seen the controller.
Sexy controller.
Is it different from the
I mean, it looks like an Xbox controller, but like it has different like trigger, like a little bit slightly different triggers with like texture, which looks really good.
With texture?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Like a haptic type shit?
No, it has like texture on it for like grip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's real good.
So Microsoft has revealed numerous new details regarding all technical aspects of its upcoming Xbox Series X. In an Xbox Wire post and a company report from Digital Foundry included all the full specification sheets for the new console, confirming CPU and GPU speeds, storage requirements, and target performance metrics. The Xbox Series X will feature 12 teraflops of performance. I already named off most of these before, but I'll go through it. Built off AMD's new RDNA 2 architecture, the GPU will feature 16 gigabytes of GDR6 memory and variable memory bus 10 gigabytes. Well, okay, this is getting way too technical for a lot of people.
I don't know
Stay
what the
tuned to
fuck's
Tech
happening.
Fever if that show survives this apocalypse for kind of the breakdown of all this. I kind of read off the specs earlier, but the one I kind of wanted to talk about are the ones that weren't in there. So it's expandable storage slot, optical drive, 4K Blu-ray drive, and hitting a peak performance at 4K at 60 frames per second up to 120 frames per second. So that's a big deal.
That's going to be great.
Yeah.
That's going to be fucking amazing. Especially with a game like Forza.
Well, and typically when we only have had 30 frames.
Yeah.
And then 60 frames.
60 frames is amazing too.
Sometimes, yeah.
But
so
up
now
to 120?
Now the fact that like their target is 4K at 60 frames and then up to 120 frames is a big deal. So there's that.
I would really grab Xbox, and you keep hearing me say it, but literally for Forza. Like, I really miss playing that game, especially with the capabilities that this shit could possibly have. I can only imagine how fun that game would be. You're definitely not a racer, but once you really step into the world of Forza, like, it's really hard to jump out of it and play another type of like racer, because like it's so like in depth. And I'm really looking forward to that title. Like, that, I might just buy an Xbox just to play that title alone. I'm really looking forward to that shit. I don't know what the memory bandwidth is all about. I'm curious to know what that is. I might do some personal research just to see what that's about. But it looks like
that's basically how much data you can read a second.
So is that like the background rendering and
correct? So
like that?
Basically, 6 bytes. Interesting, because Sony kind of talked about this today as well in their kind of PS4 briefer. But that's basically, you can only get so much data off a hard drive at once, right? Mm-hmm. So with solid state drive, you can get more data at a faster rate at the same time. So it means better rendering, right? Because if you're over here and you turn like this in a game, it's basically reading all that off the hard drive. Oh. So the more, in terms of the bandwidth, the more speed that you have, the more you can render in more things.
Look clear that looks.
Yeah, and basically not develop around barriers. That's what the big focus was on the PlayStation thing today.
Yeah,
was saying let's get rid of the barriers instead of developing around a game. Let you make the game that you want.
You know what game would be perfect to show that off? Mirror's Edge.
Probably, yeah. And that game is a perfect example of developing around a game. Or like even Spider-Man, where it's like you had to drop in a bunch of basically cookie cutter things into the world, and most games do that, right? In open world, that kind of gets rid of it a little bit more.
Yeah,
where it's like you don't have to develop around it, or like fast travel, right? That's developing around a game instead of actually like zipping through everything. So that's basically what they were talking about, is getting rid of all these barriers that game developers have to do. My favorite thing was back in the day with Crash Bandicoot. The reason that they kind of had him, they call it Crash's ass or Mario's ass. Because it's zoomed out, right, and you're right behind Crash.
Yeah.
Each one of those like corridors that you're going down, right, it's specifically made that way so you're hiding the rest of the map. So that way, when you're turning or you're like going down a corridor, it's hiding other parts of the map that then can render in as you turn. So like games have always been developed that way, where it's like you're developing around the issue instead of just developing the game that you want.
Okay.
So it's cool. I'm super excited to see what kind of games come out of this kind of thought process and hardware. Again, I don't necessarily think that's going to fix everything, because PC game developers still have to work around stuff. So I don't know, but again, it's not as optimized. So who knows? I mean,
it's not going to be a foolproof thing for the consoles, and definitely going to fix all problems in the game. But it's definitely going to give them probably a bigger leeway to really put more into the game for sure than they were able to do before.
Well, news, man. It's not looking great this week. Xbox, basically everybody announced that they're going to be doing digital things for E3, so keep that in mind. We're coming up on June pretty soon here. We don't know how long this coronavirus outbreak is going to last, so everybody's going to be kind of doing their own thing in terms of like an
E3 event.
What's the Nintendo thing
conference
called?
State of Play? Nintendo Direct?
Direct, yeah, like the Direct style. I don't know why I forgot that. I'm really off my game.
I'm here for you, baby.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, a Direct style kind of announcement conference. I'm sure we are going to get delays. I wonder if this is going to affect a lot of games. I wonder if we're going to get The Last of Us delayed.
It's coming for the PS4 anyway.
I don't know. But it could. Naughty Dog's not working right now. Like, you know?
Like they're not working from home at all?
How do you work on a game from home?
You know, you just do a little.
Otherwise, they would have been doing that from day one.
Do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, put it to the server. You know, somebody grabs it, does the rest. No?
It does not work that way. So I'm sure that game's going to be delayed. I'm sure a lot of games are going to be delayed. A lot of just expect. Look, the world is ending. So The Last of Us being delayed is not the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? We got bigger things to worry about. Got to worry about eating, going out and scavenging.
Toilet paper.
Practice up on Call of Duty Warzone. We'll help you with your scavenging.
Water.
We'll help you with your shooting.
Your loot
your rifle. Your loot game.
Your loot game got to be strong.
Yeah. You're hiding when you're terrified. Your back's against the wall.
No pussy shit. Either you come out guns blazing or you don't come out at all.
That's pretty much the news. The coronavirus thing has been terrifying me. I've seriously been like, I've really been worried. I've just been watching news on this. And again, not like freaking myself out, but there's greater implications in this where it freaks me out more than the actual disease itself. The disease itself doesn't terrify me. I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know? But it's the implications of everything. And it's going to be a hard time, guys. And I hope, first of all, stay home.
That's one of the things.
Take the time off if you can. I mean, there's not going to be a lot of jobs coming back. I'm really worried about comedy clubs, bars,
not coming back.
Restaurants. Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of. I mean, we're going into a depression.
Yeah.
Like at least in the U.S., it's devastated a lot of other parts of the world. Everybody's economy is tied to ours, and ours is tied to everybody. So it's not going to look good. I mean, there's going to be it's not going to look good. So I'm not to be doom and gloom here, but I mean we gotta tell it like it is sometimes, and it's gonna be okay. We're all gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna get through this. We've gotten through shit ton before.
We got through swine.
Everybody's
flu.
worked out. Now it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be fine, I think. But I mean, bars and restaurants there's gonna be some that aren't gonna be able to weather the storm.
Yeah.
They're going to be closed down, so those are going to be jobs. A lot of retail places are going to be going out. The business are laying off. I just wait for it. I know.
How long do you think this is going to like hold over, like Corona, just entirely, like end of the year or?
Yeah. So if anywhere, it's 6 months. That's what I'm hearing.
I heard they're already like starting to develop the cure.
They already tested it, but the issue with doing testing on it is you got to wait about 8 months.
For it to just go through like the cycle of passing the law?
Test it, because if you start injecting people with this and it just starts killing people in month 6.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you gotta make sure. And they skipped the animal testing. They just took a random person off the street and injected them. So we'll see how that goes.
Damn.
Yeah, man. The world's a disaster right now. So my thoughts are out there with you if you're affected by this. I'm sure help is on the way. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this together. We're going to be here, still holding it down here, no matter how much Compa's dead or Tambo's dead. We're going to be here.
Keep alive in spirit.
Unfortunately, I don't get the time to actually kind of invest in this a little bit more during this kind of pandemic, but we will be here. And on that note, I actually want to call Compa. You think he'll answer?
Fuck it. Let's see.
That son of a bitch. Hold on. Vamp.
What?
I need you to vamp. Vamp?
Well, I was gonna call him.
I brought it up. I'm the host. You know?
Or whatever.
Important.
Shit. What else is there to talk about? You're just gonna do me like that.
I mean, it is we're all gonna die.
Look, we're gonna be fine. Corona, that shit gonna hurt. Make sure you just don't go out and drink Corona.
Drink Corona.
The drink.
I mean, you can drink Corona. That's fine.
It might be tied, people. I know that's a thing. They lost some
so.
money already. I'm surprised they're still in business, honestly. Corona.
Me too.
Oh.
Comp Andres, you're live on Invite Only. Hello. How are you doing? Are you dead?
I'm dying.
Are you?
Brought to you by the letter Z.
All right. Well, we're all gonna die, and I just want to let you know I love you. And it's been a great run.
I love you.
Wait, are you sick? Are you legitimately sick right now?
What?
I hate this son of a bitch. Are you legitimately sick right now, though?
I'm legitimately feeling under the weather.
You're not going to work, right?
No, I kind of went to work today, and then...
Oh, good. Yeah, just infect everybody. It's cool. Irresponsible. Don't do this.
Hey,
damn.
We need another plague, okay? Dwight said it. Dwight said we need another plague.
What?
I mean, that's going to be the case here. Do you have any words for the people?
Coming out. It's amazing. That's all I'm waiting for, baby.
Do you have any words for the people on this trying time? Anybody who's laid off? Feeling down?
Wash your hands. Wash your ass.
Facts.
And don't be dirty.
Wash that ass.
Also, we had to let you go. We had to make a couple of cuts here at Play Everything. So it was good having you around for the time we did.
It was a fun ride. Just fuck you fucks.
All right. Well, don't die out there.
I
Stay
love
safe.
you, though.
All right, buddy.
Damn.
Stay safe.
I'm gonna be real. This whole phone interview was a real snooze. So you really let me down.
Well, I hope you know that I am playing Warzone, and I got a dumb. Fuck these guys up.
Hang up. Just hang
I'm
up.
playing Warzone, dog.
Just hang up.
All right, that's enough of him. Well, that was disappointing. Think Tambo would be better?
You know,
I mean, we got time to kill. I'm gonna be honest.
What do you think about calling Tambo? Fuck it.
Yeah, let's call Tambo.
Fuck it.
Calling Tambo. This will be our live call-in
I
show.
don't know if else he answered. Tambo don't really answer phone calls. He's like you a little bit.
Yeah, he is secretive. Is it just the internet? Is something wrong with our stream right now? It's the internet.
Tambo.
Internet's having a real issue. If that son of a bitch doesn't answer, I swear to God,
He's not gonna fuck with us.
I'm gonna ground him. Compa, we're in the middle of the
Somebody
show.
reach out to my son.
Rude ass. All right, well. Hold on, no. Did you hang up?
Hung up.
No, I was gonna leave a message. Call him again. I'll vent. Yeah, this is gonna be a trying time, guys. So out there, thoughts. Let me know. I don't know. I'm just talking at this point, you know.
Hey, you know,
It's the end of the
feel
world.
it.
People tuned out at this point. I hope.
You know, we haven't had much
It's
to
been
talk
a real
about.
mess of an episode.
Shit. Do anything new? Anything new in Warzone?
Call of Duty Warzone, man. It's great. I love it.
I just thought about something. I gotta say that I doubted Warzone. I said it was gonna be asshole. I thought it was gonna be butt cheeks. I thought it was gonna be.
Hold up.
Automated voice messaging system. 7.
Loud. Hold on. Is it done? Is it done? Okay. Numbers are reading right now.
The mailbox is full and cannot.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Damn. Tom don't give a fuck.
Tombo, delete your messages, you
Don't
animal.
give a fuck. But yeah. So I doubted Warzone. I really thought it was gonna be ass cheeks and annoying and overwhelming. Too much. Didn't need it in the game. But like, it's the shit. Not even gonna lie. It's not bad. I really like the gulag aspect. I like how it's not like.
You get clapped in that all the time, huh?
Nah, I don't really die too much in the gulag because I'm the one. I'm the chosen one. I always make it out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be all right. All right. But I like how because I thought like Warzone was gonna be because there's so many people, right? I thought it was gonna be like as soon as you spawn, you run, you land or whatever, and you run maybe to one building and then like you get shot, it's over. Like I really thought it was gonna be that because there was so many people, but like it's actually way more open. Like the map is way bigger than I expected, and it's way more open to the fact that I'm not running into like a team like every 5 steps. It's actually like really engaging. I can get out. I can really make plays. I can communicate, make calls, and like it's really like it's really fun.
So what me and Compa and Tombo were telling you last week, you're saying you're wrong?
I was wrong.
Yes, you were. It's a great time. I heard a lot of complaints about like the loadout drops. People get them too fast and then they're just running with their class. But here's the thing.
That doesn't matter too much.
Your
though.
loadout drops, I feel like don't affect the game that much.
No.
And 2, I feel like if you get like a gold gun in the game, it actually is more effective against like your loadout drops.
Yeah, if I get like an actual like a rare or epic weapon in the game, like I'm definitely keeping that. And maybe like one of my like a primary weapon in my loadout drop, maybe.
Yeah.
Those guns definitely. I don't know if they do more damage or if they feel like they do more damage.
Tweaked everything in this mode where it is like certain guns are more effective or like certain attachments are more effective.
Yeah.
Like guns play differently. It's not just like search and destroy.
Do
where
you
can
switch off from like the single fire to the automatic?
No.
Yeah, oof, boy.
You'd be doing it, but it's
I'll be
different.
switching to that bitch. I'll be really having to like
Call of Duty,
dot them up.
you would not do that.
I wouldn't.
Whereas like in this, it's like you could be a little more strategic
necessary,
with your gameplay. Doing the airstrikes in the last circle, like people are like complaining about that, but it's like it's part of the game, you know. It's just like if you get I guess there's really no comparison.
I mean, look,
to that.
if it's part of strategy, you know. If
It's
you
part
wait,
of the game, but you can easily avoid that. Like they're just pushing you to play a different tactic. Which like I've beat people before who were doing an airstrike, and like I had to push to the left instead of the right that I was pushing, and then I was able to win. So it's like you just had to get good. You know what I mean?
The firefights are really fucking hectic, though. I will say, like, it's really like. If I had to compare the firefights to Apex type of firefights, I would definitely say that Warzone firefights require a lot more strategy, Whereas like Apex, I can just kind of like run and gun, like jump over this boss, jump over this ball, jump over this building, slide, maybe jump, pull out my shotgun, maybe do what I gotta do, use my ability. But like in Call of Duty, obviously there's none of that. So like I'm having to really like dot them up, make some calls, throw some smoke, maybe throw a stun grenade. You know what I mean? Really like plan out how I'm gonna attack the rest of this team. And it's crazy how quick you can pick your teammates up, which kind of annoys me. Because like I can down someone and then like before I even can like run it to them, like they're already picked up. It's just like what the fuck.
Yeah, but he's done for once you get there.
And once I get there, yeah, because he has to wait and he doesn't have any shields, and like shields without shields, like you're pretty much like a sitting duck. But at the same time, it's like it's him plus his other two teammates.
Yeah.
And if I didn't shoot at them, right?
Well, should have finished him off. That's what I like about it is it makes you like really be like it's not a kill. Like I gotta like kill him instead of like down him. Like you have to get the kill.
You know who's using that? Fucking the shotguns are really fun in Warzone. You've used those?
The pump?
The pump.
Yeah.
That shit, the Spaz 12 or 8, I don't know which number it is. That shit
The
does
like
work.
basic one that's everywhere?
Yep.
Yeah.
Put them down. That's like my favorite finisher weapon. I'll be like, brap, brap, brap. They switch to the Spaz and be like, sit the fuck down. Keep going.
I have you played solos yet?
I have not played solos, no.
Good.
I still play a lot of Apex. I honestly
you
only
have to play so much differently though.
I only play with like people. I haven't played the solos.
I have too, but again, you know, locked in, got nothing better to do. Actually, I do have a lot of things to do, but you know, acting like I have nothing better to do.
Hey, you know, part of life.
So yeah, I was playing it. It just makes you play it in a really different way, which is really interesting. And then, have you played any more Spellbreak?
I've touched it. I want to keep my hands in it because I'm wanting to see what the changes will be once they actually release it. Have you played any?
Not really, no.
You suck. I've definitely gotten better. I'm able to get like I average like maybe like 1 or 2 kills a game. I haven't won a game completely yet because every time I play, there's always someone that's like level 50 and like knows how to fucking do everything. So it's kind of like annoying once you get to that point. The last like maybe like 5 or 6 people, you run into that person. It's just like, okay, the fuck. There's nothing I could have done because like he sets you up in his little spell combos and it just fucks you up. But those are really like I'm really learning like how like the damage works and how the aiming system works and all the different combos you can do. Very, very good. Very fun.
Yeah. Good. Good. I mean, I like it. It's just Call of Duty has my attention right now. Sweet, sweet Call of Duty. And I'm excited for The Last of Us. So you see any more of the... Well, I know you didn't play the first one, but did you see any of the gameplay or anything that they kind of released? Oh, I'm so excited.
Look good?
Yeah.
Any gameplay changes you see, or it's just trailer like?
No,
story?
I mean it's just more It's like improved upon, right? I was about to say more better, like I'm fucking Compa Andres. No, it's it's a lot more improved, but nothing drastic. Which I don't want anything like super drastic.
No.
No.
You don't want any like better gameplay mechanics they can work on?
I'm sure they will. Like I'm sure crafting is gonna be more intuitive. But I mean, we'll see when the game.
Crafting's gonna be more like Dead Rising.
Hopefully, it's not. Well, I mean, we'll see. Like, I don't even think you'll be able to compare it. I think it's just gonna be like a very Naughty Dog touch.
How do you feel about zombie games? Do you think there needs to be more zombie games being made?
No.
No.
I remember when The Last of Us came out, I was like, oh, another zombie game, and then like it changed my mind.
I feel like there's not enough now. Like zombie games are like really like
it
a
needs
craze.
to die for a while. We had too much. And we fixed it, and now it needs to stay away.
Left 4 Dead needs to come back, though. That was definitely like
I'm okay.
classic.
Left 4 Dead gets passed. If Xbox brings back Left 4 Dead,
they're really dropping the ball with not bringing that back. I don't know what happened.
Well, it's Steam. Steam owns it.
Oh, Steam?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I mean, we'll probably never see it. But if we were to get another Left 4 Dead, I'm for it, 100%. But other than that, I don't need any other zombie games. Days Gone was even like
Dead Rising.
It's too much. Too much. Enough.
Dead Paradise.
Enough of the zombie games.
I don't even know what's another zombie. Outlast.
Enough of the zombie games.
I don't know another zombie game.
Enough of the zombie games.
Zombie games are fun. Really intense thrillers. You know, keeps you on your toes.
Look. Enough of the zombie games.
Bam.
We've had enough. And you know, if another zombie game releases, we might deserve coronavirus, you know?
Oh, I wouldn't say all that. That's saying a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know it's because of zombies.
We might deserve it.
What if Corona turns people into zombies?
That's what I was really worried about. Now, I was listening to H3H3 in January, and he was warning against how bad this could get. And at the time, like everybody, you're like,
what is this?
Can't really spread,
Yeah.
you know? Man, I was wrong. He was so right. But I don't know where that came from, zombies. But yeah, I don't know what I'd do. This is the first time I thought about getting a gun. I've been like seriously talking about getting a gun.
You seriously contemplating?
Yeah, $200 for a shotgun.
Surrounded by break-in?
Who knows? Be prepared, people, because if people don't get a bailout, I'm not just talking about the United States. If like other governments don't do things to support people, it's gonna get real bad, real bad, real fast. So I'm thinking about getting a shotgun. You know,
Just keep it on you?
it would be good. You know,
You're a heavy sleeper, though, so, like, it wouldn't even matter.
yeah. I'll tell you the code. You'll know the code.
Hey, well, you'll just get fucking... They'll just throw a brick through your window. You'll still be asleep. You fucking break my arm.
Yeah, I have no chance. I'm
I'll
gonna die.
break my arm.
I'm gonna die. Well, I think we filled 45 minutes pretty effectively. If not, again, sorry about this disaster of an episode, but we are reporting live from the Play Everything bunker right here on youtube.com/playeverything. If you join us live, you can join us live besides this week every Tuesday at 7 p.m. On the dot. Every time, come join live. Drop the sparks in the chat. It helps us grow. It helps us get noticed on Mixer. But it's okay if you can't join us live. You can always watch us at youtube.com/playeverything every Friday at 9 or 10 a.m. You can watch the podcast in video form. And let's say you're on the go. You're on the go because you have to go to work through this coronavirus. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and all that good stuff. And for an announcement as well, Tech Fever might be delayed for some time now just due to this coronavirus. I live with Shawn. I live with Tambo. I don't know why he's not here, but I live with Tambo. Andreas is right down the street, so typically this will keep rolling on. I'll be trying to find other creative ways because I'll have a lot more time freed up to kind of see what else I could produce for everybody. So let me know if you have any suggestions. This is Shawn Flowers. You can follow him at That Kid Flowers.
Yes, sir.
Got anything to say to the people before we sign off?
Shit. With this coronavirus giving us a lot more free time, I'm definitely not in the shoes to fill out work that Mikey's filling. So I might have a little more free time than him. Definitely try to get a lot more done. I've definitely got a backlog of things I need to really get done outside of games. You know, I'm just a serial backlogger. You know, it's just a thing for me. But trying to break out of that habit. I'm trying to get some things done, especially with a lot of time I have. School's closed, work's open, but so try to stay alive and create some content. So follow me at That Kid Flowers on all social media platforms. And you can follow me
at Cheeks_Junior on Twitter and other places, I guess. Until next, I'm sorry, this is a disaster. Hopefully we'll bring the heat next week. Hopefully the world's not on fire. We'll see.
Hopefully there is some more heat next week.
Sorry to be so doom and gloom too. I just gotta get out of my system now. I'll be same old drunk Mikey next week. Who knows? Until next time, you've been watching Invite Only. Thank you.